In our practice, we see a lot of sports athletes, but concussions happen in non-athletes also. I have one of my toughest patients that had a concussion was actually an employee of mine that she was walking a dog for her neighbor, and the dog took off, and she was holding on to the leash, and it put her right flat on her face, and she came in with a headache. And it wasn't until later that I realized it was not only a headache, but she wasn't doing her job very well, and she had major cognitive function. And she had had an injury 4 months before where she was just sitting at a over-the-line tournament down in Fiesta Island, and she got hit by a ball on the back of her head. So now 4 months before she had a concussion, head injury, and now she had this one. It took her about 6 months before she was able to go back to work full. And until that time, we gave her odd jobs that she can do as we were trying to rehab her. But for her, we had to get her into physical therapy, and she had a lot of cognitive function rehab, but she had a lot of vestibular rehab and ocular too, where she actually saw the optometrist, and they use prisms to help. Prisms are different apparatus, so they can refocus the vision so she can improve from that. But it took her a long time to improve, and she was an athlete. We're starting to see concussions. We're starting to recognize concussions in non-athletes now. We didn't recognize it before because we weren't really looking at it. And now that we're more aware of what a concussion is and how it manifests, now we can look for this more specifically in people that have had motor vehicle accidents, and people that are walking their dog, or people that, I saw one in a plumber that was doing his work, and he goes to stand up and he hit the cupboard right on top of his head, and he got a headache. And it was his wife that actually brought him in and said, he's got a headache, but he's been really irritable. You know, what's going on here? Well, there's a concussion there too. And his brain wasn't bleeding, but it was injured enough so that there's biochemical changes that caused his anxiety and irritability.
Don't miss out. Click to subscribe to our channel and learn more about concussion care by watching our next video.